What is the most important biggest unspoken rule you know? Pick people up if they fall in a mosh pit. A mosh pit sounds like the manifestation of evil, but the split second someone falls, there are 5 people there to pick them up in no time. Metalheads are actually nice people. I was at a Death Grips show, and my glasses fell off. People cleared the area, and I found them in seconds without a scratch on them. It's really amazing to see that kind of juxtaposition of violence and aggression with compassion and friendliness. The mosh pit is a great place to pick up chicks. Then you go home and mosh in her pit. Your beliefs don't make you a better person, your behavior does. Let people off before you get on. Similarly, I like to let people get off before I get off myself. I like to get myself off after I get myself off. It's a viscous cycle. Viscous actually works in that statement. EWW. I live in New York City, and every once in a while people will stand directly in front of the subway door when people are exiting. My response is to walk right into them, like they are not there, so I can get them out of the way for the people behind me. Guy standing behind you to get off the subway here. Thanks, buddy. Always give a pad tampon to another girl in need if you have one to spare. If I whisper to you, whisper back. Hey Sarah, what's your friend's name again? Jenna. God damn it. I dated a girl in high school who was super book smart, but simply could not pick up on social cues like this. One time during dinner with my family, she brought up a subject that I didn't want to get into, so I nudged her with my foot under the table. Why are you kicking me? Full volume. I almost threw my broccoli at her. Why did you hit me with the broccoli in the face? Why are you giving me the secret signal to shut up? I hate those people who whisper louder than they talk. It's like phones that vibrate louder than they ring. What's the ducking point? I'll tell you when you're older. You cannot call shotgun unless the vehicle is in sight. And that's why I bought that satellite. Never ever ask if a woman is pregnant, ever. When I was pregnant, this one guy said to me, I never ask this question, but how far along are you? You're obviously pregnant. I replied it's a tumor. He turned ghost white and apologized. Right then my baby stretched out and my belly morphed. I started laughing and told him I was due any day. He laughed and said he would never ask that question again. Then my baby stretched out and my belly morphed. The rule I heard was never ask a woman if she's pregnant unless you can see the baby coming out of her. How far along are you? Why are you screaming? Always get your round of drinks. Don't be that guy. He's a duck. If somebody is sucking your duck, you have to warn them that you are about to come. Unless you're sucking your own duck. Right before I finish, I sneak my right hand around the back of my head so that I can't pull away. I like to surprise myself with a ninja load. A little common courtesy goes a long way. Replace toilet paper when you're done with it. Also, don't stop in the middle of a busy sidewalk. You shouldn't be shutting in the middle of the street anyways. You're not the boss of me. I poop where I want. If you accidentally pee on the seat, wipe it off, or you will be castrated. If you don't know the other guy, downward nod. If you are friends, upwards nod. Down for respect, up for recognition. I remember a comedian had a bit about this. Something like when 2 white guys pass each other they smile and nod their head down. When 2 black guys pass each other they frown and nod up. Great, now I'm sitting here nodding like I'm at a ducking rock concert. Cover your mouth when you sneeze or cough. While driving, when someone lets you into another lane or lets you turn, you wave to say thank you. I'm not sure if this is universal or if I'm just Canadian. I'm from Texas. Even if someone accidentally cuts me off, all is forgiven after the wave. I'll kill you, you ducking son of, oh he waved. Don't worry buddy, we all make mistakes. Have a nice day. What a nice guy. Don't cut in line. At the bank, with several tellers open, form a single line and the person at the front goes to the next available teller. People at my bank don't know this. I'll be transacting business at the teller's counter and some duck will walk up right behind me. First time at a bank, lady, did she wave? All is forgiven. Don't reply to texts with K. Never assume private conversations will stay private. This goes double in a professional environment. Both positive and negative things you say will likely get back to the subject of the conversation. This goes triple if the person you're talking to is in a relationship. You just have to assume they are going to tell their asso everything you just said. Do not put your bag on a seat next to you on the bus train if there are no seats left. This morning this guy had a coffee cup on the seat next to him. His coffee cup gets its own seat. That's how special it is. Some guy in the train this morning had his ducking iPod on the seat next to him. I was so tempted to just sit on his iPod, but he was bigger than me, so I didn't do it. Your phone's microphone is right next to your mouth during normal use. Using your outdoor voice does not improve call clarity. Ugh. My father uses his "I'm trying to get your attention from across a crowded airport terminal" voice for normal conversation. When he's on the phone he gets even louder. When someone says "don't look now," but you must immediately look with the most animated expression you can muster. Also when someone says "shh" during a casual conversation, you must immediately ask, "Why? What is it?" Married people are off limits whether they feel like they are or not. I think rain permits some leeway. Fair enough. I'm a professional writer, I know better. Don't make Holocaust jokes in Germany. They're still not laughing about it. My German humor story. I'm a physicist and was visiting a German research group. Having just learned that Einstein literally means a rock in German, I asked the other physicists, "So, I suppose you guys make lame puns about that all the time, eh? Telling people that they're as smart as Einstein." Nobody smiled or reacted at all, and one guy just goes, "No, we don't joke about that." The silence was deafening. Don't ducking interrupt people when they are speaking. Don't speak so long-windedly that no one can get a word in edgewise. Oh my god, this is my husband. He gets mad when the kids interrupt him, and I'm like, how long are they supposed to wait? I have such a hard time jumping into conversations though. Maybe my timing is off, but I'll have something to say. I don't want to cut someone off, but by the conversation's end, my comment is irrelevant. Starts to open mouth. Oh, person B chimed in with something. I'll just wait another minute. Looks back and forth for a while between speakers, and then slowly starts to open mouth again. Oh, sign D just butted in. She looks flustered. This must be important. I'll just wait for another pause in the conversation. 30 minutes later. You know what, it wasn't important anyway. If I show you a picture on my phone, don't swipe. Pick a urinal that isn't next to someone already peeing. When peeing you must be discreet. No talking and no tapping feet. It's creepy and rude to stand next to a dude. He'll think that you're eyeing his meat. Serious answer. Don't speak ill of someone's deceased friends or family. Not serious answer. Don't sit right next to me at a movie theater when there's a ton of seats open. Go creep somewhere else. Mr. Herman. Phone calls. If the call gets disconnected for any reason, the person who originally made the call should be the one to call back. When you know someone is unleashing a torpedo in the same public washroom and you are washing your hands, use the air dryer instead of paper towels. It helps nervous people. If you want to duck with shy crappers, when you're done washing your hands walk to the exit and open and close the door, but don't actually leave. Your victim will think you're gone and let out a tentative fart. Then, stifling your evil laughter, you actually do leave. They think someone else has entered the restroom and pinch their hole back up. They could then be there for hours. Easy there, Hitler. Never take the last of anything at a guest's house. But, if it's their house, how are they a guest? If you own a luxury car, you can't put bumper stickers on it. My other car is also a Porsche. Don't duck with someone who handles your food. If you enter a public restroom and sense that someone is trying to take a dump, get your business done and leave as quickly as possible. And sense that someone is trying to take a dump. I believe the specific sense you're referring to here is the sense of smell. I don't have a sense of smell. That's why I always peek between the cracks of the stalls to see if I should hurry up or not. Never get involved in a land war in Asia. Never bet against a Sicilian when death is on the line. Nobody ever told me this, but deep in my heart I feel I'm not supposed to lick strangers whom I like. On the internet, nobody knows you're a dog until you make a comment like this. If you're a guy and walking beside a male friend and you brush his hand, do not look at him or say anything, just act like nothing happened. The left lane of a 4 or more lane highway is for passing slower traffic to the right. Edit. Obviously this comment is reversed for countries that drive on the left side of the road. Be excellent to each other.